This chart shows why the world is in trouble. Over the last couple of decades, the amount of energy people use, their economic activity, the electricity they use, the world's population, and their carbon dioxide emissions have all increased a big amount. Can the world continue to develop at such a pace without experiencing environmental disaster? Would reducing energy or electricity consumption cause major economic upheaval? How can the U.S. balance the need to develop economically with the need to protect the environment? It isn't possible for any one individual to prevent global warming, but we each have a direct impact on the conditions that allow global warming to occur. We all need to do our part to conserve energy and pollute less. The question now, is it ethical? The way we use and generate our electricity is unethical according to the ethical system of equity. If we continue to use coal and other bad sources at the rate we do now, then eventually we will take away everyone's right to life, which is one of the basic rights every human has. Continuing to use non-renewable sources of energy will eventually cause the earth to become so polluted that human beings will be unable to live on it. While this will not happen for a couple hundred years, we still ensure that it will happen by continuing to use fossil fuels such as coal, oil, natural gas, and nuclear energy. Everyone on Earth has the right to live, because every human has inherent value, or the idea that humans and non-human animals have value in themselves, which is apart from the use they may have for other beings. Even the humans that are not on the Earth yet have this inherent value. We're going to have to make a change in the way we generate energy soon if we want to preserve the Earth for years to come. What can we do about climate change? We can reduce electricity use. Chances are that electricity in your home and school is produced from fossil fuels, such as coal or natural gas. By cutting down on the amount of electricity you use, you can reduce the amount of greenhouse gases entering the atmosphere and save money. Turn off lights and computers when they're not in use. Find out where your energy comes from. Call your local power company and find out the source of your electricity. If possible, ask your family or school district to switch to renewable energy sources, such as solar or wind power, which do not release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Reuse and recycle. Reuse food containers and plastic bags. Recycle cans, bottles, and newspapers. It takes much more energy to produce brand new items than a recycling. If your school does not have a recycling program, start one. Walk or bike when possible. Both of these activities are fossil fuel free, unlike getting a ride in a car. Choose products with less packaging. Plastics are produced from petroleum, a type of fossil fuel. Pick packages of food, toys, and other items in less packaging. Choose local foods. Help your family choose foods grown in local areas. The best places to go are farmers markets and farm stands. Food flown or trucked in from far away requires a lot of energy and fossil fuels. Spread the word. We are all in this together. Globally, governments are writing laws, developing treaties to lessen their contribution to greenhouse gas emissions. The Kyoto Protocol, for example, is an agreement between some countries that take specific steps towards lowering emissions. Efforts such as increasing renewable energy use, taxing carbon dioxide emissions, and emission allowance trading programs have led to success in recent years. Unfortunately, certain countries, including the United States, do not take part in the Kyoto Protocol. Scientific research is continuing to determine the possible outcomes of continued global warming. The more information scientists and policymakers have about climate change, the more hopeful that it is governments will take the data seriously and institute change.